Hi everybody, David Bannister with the MarketTrendForecast.com. Obviously we've had some volatility of late, and as you can see I've worked on an SP 500. This is actually an ETF chart that shows the recent movement over the last many months. You can see here we had a movement up from a wave 2 to a wave 3. Wave 3s tend to be at the top, extremely bullish from wave 2 to wave 3. You can see the huge run we had from last July's lows straight up into January of this year. And it was right around January of this year when right here I actually wrote an article predicting a market top and an interim peak right around, it was like January 19th or so, somewhere in that range, going from memory. And the market then retraced what looks like pretty much an ABC correction. You can see this move down here, followed by a little bit of a bounce, and then another leg down. I think it bottomed around February 5th. And that's a normal ABC, what we call a zigzag correction. The sentiment turns negative, washes out some of the bulls, and then the final fifth wave took off from that point, and you can see up to the 122 area in the S&P 500. Again, on that date is when I wrote an article right about here at 121, actually on April 16th, predicting a market top. At that time we had sentiment running at almost 3 bulls for every 1 bear in the surveys. The last time we saw numbers like that was July of 07 and October of 07. And we know from history that the markets peaked in those areas and really dropped. So my suggestion was we would probably see an ABC correction to the downside from that level, and it might take several months. So that's where we are so far. If you want to zoom in to where we are today, we are currently right here where I've outlined 107, 108 on the S&P, the SPY ETF, and we've corrected in an ABC fashion. Again, I've outlined it, but you can see A, the B, and so far the C. Now, the question for the bulls is, will this stop here, which typically happens right near a prior fourth wave? If a wave 2 is going to stop down, it often will stop right here on a prior wave 4. And so what we want to do is watch to see if in this area here that the S&P 500 will double bottom at 105 or close, and then start reversing up pretty aggressively. So that's what we're watching now. If it drops below this 104 level over here, anywhere below this area here is a problem. And then my targets of 92 to 97 by the middle of September are looking pretty definite at that point. So let's watch this 105-ish area, see if it holds. And if this area holds in here and has a dramatic bounce, let's say to at least 115, there's a good chance that that's the end of the correction, although I'll put the odds of that at maybe 30%. Again, Dave Bannister with the Market Trend Forecast, and we'll be talking to you soon.